right? So Sherry Argov in Why Men Love Bitches is showing us how to hold it down, how to hold our own. She gave us an installment plan. Like I said, red means no, green means go, yellow means you're a tease, which will piss him off, right? And the other day I went over how I was so upset because Charlemagne on the radio, he admitted to like raping a girl, right? He went into, and Sherry Argov in this book, I'll read a little bit so you have some insight. Charlemagne just made me so upset the other day, and I was just really disappointed. So Sherry says in attraction principle number 26 that she says, for example, perhaps your top comes off, or there's a little bit of grinding action while you're kissing on the couch. A few minutes later, he'll think you're ready to roll, and this is not the time to say no. I'm not ready. And I think it's a bit controversial, because Sherry is saying that's not the time to say no, whereas in my opinion, I feel like anytime you're uncomfortable, it's okay to say no, but we are trying to avoid being a tease, right? So Sherry goes, telling him this is like taking candy away from a child after you've already let him taste it. You can't tittle-tattle him to the point of no return and then say, no, I don't just feel right about this, right? So it's just a bit controversial, because whenever you don't feel right about something, you find the nearest exit. That's my opinion. But Sherry says he'll be thinking, how do you not feel right about it when you're topless? You've been grinding on me for an hour and your pants are unbuttoned. How do you not feel right about this, right, guys? So, and I feel like whenever a person doesn't feel right about something, they should just find the nearest exit. But the other day, I'll just get back on my how I feel about Charlemagne, is he was bragging about the fact that he put a Spanish fly in this girl's drink. And the girl was drunk, and he was bragging about the fact that the girl was drunk, and he was just like, yeah, she was super wasted. And it's just like, you're bragging about getting her drunk, and then you had sex with this girl. So now you're bragging about this, and he says she woke up, and she was just like, what happened last night? And he was like, we had sex. And right, nice guy says, no is no. It doesn't matter when it's said, period. Exactly. So Charlemagne is going into the fact that he's like, yeah, I got her super drunk. And then the girl woke up and said, oh, well, thank God it's you. Like, and Charlemagne kind of like prided that to his advantage because it was him. And it's just like, either way, it's not right. So then what stirred the pot yesterday was how to fake an orgasm. So a lot of people, I got a lot of comments and hit-ups about how to fake an orgasm, which I posted in my story. And, a lot of people are like, wow, they wonder if their partner's faked an orgasm. So check it out. And we're going to actually get started on the next attraction principle, right? So the next attraction principle, which is attraction principle number 30. So anytime a woman competes with another woman, she demeans herself. The nice guy says, I stopped myself plenty of times when I felt a girl was too drunk, didn't want to seem like a creep. And that's good. That's perfect. That's good. But not too many men think like that. Sometimes guys are like, oh, well, this is my time. This is my time to shine. Nice guy, the other day, you and Deuce Too Smooth were talking about, which you guys were completely hilarious the other day. Your energy was great. It's great every time you guys join me, but you guys were saying, you guys made a good point that sometimes when a woman is not ready and she's in doubt, then you take that step and you say, you know what, I don't think now is a good time, maybe another time when you're not in doubt and you feel more confident about what's going on. And then maybe another time she'll reward you because you were patient with her, because you didn't take advantage. And I have to commend you. So those who are just joining, I have Facebook Live open. I have Instagram Live open. So I just want to welcome you. We are reading Why Men Love Bitches, the Passion and Priority InstaBook Club. So Attraction principle number 30 says, anytime a woman competes with herself or another woman competes with another woman, she demeans herself. So, guys, same. Yes, Eugene, thank you for joining me. I'm glad you're here today. Right. So the nice guy says, yep, exactly. So slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady does win the race. And guys, I just want to say this, before I go on, this how to fake an orgasm, I don't want you starting any trouble in your relationships and stirring up, asking your partners, like, have you ever faked an orgasm? Have you ever, it's not to stir up any controversy, all right, you guys? I don't want to be the bad guy, but ladies, if you need it, I'm here for it. Just let me know, and I'll, it's here. So Sherry says, remember, inside the bedroom, as well as outside the bedroom, men are used to women who are insecure. Guys, is that true? Men are used to women who are insecure, which is all the more reason to be different, right? You need to exude the attitude that you are confident and that you aren't concerned with whether you measure up or whether another woman can steal him away. So ladies, we can't feel like somebody's about to steal our man, because men sense that, and that's what Sherry is saying. This is why Sherry is teaching us how to be a bitch, because men sense insecurity and either they take advantage of it or they run the other way. So on Instagram, the nice guy is saying, guys, fake it also. I've done that a couple. Nice guy, you faked a couple, or wait, no, you faked what? You faked it in the bedroom? How do you guys fake it? On Instagram, they're saying that guys fake it too. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so on Facebook, you guys, they're saying that guys fake it as well, because they say they have blue balls if they're not interested. Am I right, guys? Did I relay that message correctly? That is terrible. I mean, women fake it too, so I guess everybody's even, right? So Sherry goes, you need to exude the attitude that you are confident. Guys, not all love boxes are good. You make a very good point. I mean, I've never felt, I'm not even gonna get into that. But to each his own. To each his own. So guys, I just want to say from a woman's perspective that it's attractive when you're confident as well, because women sense insecurity as well. And if you're not confident in who you are and how you perform, we sense that too. I mean, I'm not speaking for the general female population, but maybe just the 1%. Ladies, you can jump in and, agree or disagree, but I feel like women sense when a guy's insecure, and that's just a turn on. So Sherry says, if the subject of other women comes up, casually throw this one into one of your conversations. Okay, good. All right, good. Thank you, Cedra. So Cedra agrees. So Sherry says, if the subject of other women comes up, casually throw this into one of your conversations. If any woman can steal a guy away from me, then she can have him because I don't want him anymore. Then smile, take a sip of your wine, and change the subject. That's being the bitch, right? And you guys, apparently you guys don't like the nice girl. So take a sip of your wine, change the subject, and move on. Seen any good movies lately? If you don't trust him, stop seeing him. And guys, if you don't trust her, stop seeing her, because that only leads to more lack of trust. So Blue Juice goes, sounds good, but it's execution. Can you elaborate on that? What sounds good? To change the subject? The nice girl is annoying. Nice guy, you did say nice girl is annoying. And apparently I feel like a lot of guys feel the same way. A lot of guys feel the same exact way. So Sherry makes a good point that men do prefer bitches. Very good point. Blue Juice, I'm just gonna wait for you to kind of explain before I go on. She can say she will throw the man away, but we don't believe it. So what will make you believe it? I don't know what just happened here. You don't believe it. Words gotta have action. Yes, that's true. Words do have to have action. And a lot of the times, like sometimes people say something, but they're not really sure. And that's when we went into, you know, when you make the decision to do something with somebody and then you're like, oh man, I'm not really sure if I really want to do this. You know, nice guy says, I agree, Blue. Some girls just be chatting. That's y'all. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. She can say she will throw the man away, but we don't believe it. But why don't you believe it, Blue Juice? Why don't you believe it? Hey, Church, thank you for joining me. I'm glad you joined me because we have some very interesting conversation here. Hold on. I don't know why my phone is acting crazy. We have some very interesting conversation. Then we're talking about Sherry says if you don't trust him, stop seeing him. So Blue Juice, the nice guy, is saying, you know, sometimes a woman will say she's gonna move on, but she actually doesn't. We just be chatting, right? So Blue Juice goes, because none of her actions say she will. And you know what, guys? I read a quote last night. It was like, actually it was this morning. It was like 3 o'clock this morning, and the quote said, it's quicker for a guy to leave, and eventually he'll come back. And it's slower for a girl to leave, but once she makes up her mind to leave, she'll never come back. If that makes sense. Does that make sense, you guys? I don't know why my Instagram is not. Does that make sense? I don't know why it's not. Okay, here we go. Depends. I've been on both sides of leaving. Okay. Do you care to share? Do you care to share? I have someone that was on Facebook. They just switched over to Instagram. So thank you for joining me live. So I'm just going to finish reading a little bit more of the attraction principle. So Sherry says, if the subject of other women comes up casually thrown in the conversation, we went over that, right? If you don't trust him, simply stop seeing him. But until he gives you a reason not to trust him, behave as though you trust him. It will make you look secure with yourself, as if you are saying with your actions. Maybe we spoke too soon, Blue Juice. It will make you look secure with yourself, as if you are saying with your actions, well, of course you want to be with me. So guys, I feel like guys should carry that same energy. Guys should definitely carry that same energy. So attraction, that actually wraps up attraction principle number 30. So attraction principle number 31 says, when there is an undeniable spark, there is only one key to the lock. When there is that undeniable spark, there's only one key to the lock. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Let's see. I don't know. Okay. I'm not sure why it's delayed. I'll give it a second. I don't know if Blue Juice is still on. I was trying to wait for. Okay, it's a little delay. Okay, that's so weird. I'm not sure why. But can you guys hear me though? Would you guys like me to like disconnect and come back on and see how that works?